Hello, everyone. This is Daisy X Machina, the drag queen detective who investigates all things speculative in science fiction, fantasy, and horror. And this is a Get Ready With Me where I put on drag makeup to film videos later today. And we have Lori and we have John Crow. Thank you for joining us. Uh, Gotta have a lot of powder on today. Anyway, sound check. Let me know if the sound is okay. Hopefully it is. So, as usual, how is everyone's writing? How is everyone's reading going this week? Oh, yay, Lynette is here. So, yeah, Lynette, you tell me too about the sound. Sound is better this week? Okay, I made some adjustments. Hopefully it's better. I don't know. Okay, cool. I finished up the Heinlein book, Time for the Stars, which had this telepathic twins and in the early stages of going faster than light where there's a time dilation. The only way they could communicate with Earth was with these telepathic twins where one stays on Earth and one goes on the ship. And the one in the ship, of course, on the return journey is only aged a couple years, but it's been generations on Earth. And this was sort of a trial balloon for what he explored later in Time Enough for Love, where his telepathic bond sort of transferred to other members of his family as the generations progressed. So he bonded with his niece and then his grandniece and then his great-grandniece. And they, of course, fell in love and got married at the end. So it's Heinlein. It's Heinlein. Yeah, he was exploring that type of breaking the incest taboo back in his juveniles. So that was interesting. But anyway, today I want to do the video I've been planning for years. Now that I've read all the Heinlein juveniles, is to rank them. So we'll do that. Okay, so good. The sound is okay. Oh, you finished Dying Earth, 4 to 5. Yeah, I found Jack Vance to be literary, that type of writing style, rather than just sort of the clean style of, I don't know, Frank Herbert or someone like that. Read several books this week. Oh, you read Houseboat on the Sticks. It was very hot here, so I mostly read and tried to keep cool. Excellent. Also, Canadian Mystery, Still Life by Louise Penny. Probably won't read anymore. The City of... I don't know that one at all. City of Chash. Oh, I did read another middle grade book. The Infinite Lives of Maisie Day, which I thought would be sort of this fun middle grade romp about other quantum realities or something. But it was actually very scientific and very sad and deep, I guess. So it wasn't what I was expecting. I mean, it's a good book, but definitely wasn't the fun little break I thought I would have. Oh, speaking of the River Styx, someone in the comments of that video I did said, oh, I remember something similar to that in Promethea, which is a graphic novel by Alan Moore. And Alan Moore's sort of my favorite, him and Neil Gaiman are my favorite comic book authors. And I read Alan Moore way back in his Swamp Thing days where he was really into metaphysics, inserting metaphysics into the comic strip. So, and I was like, oh, I have Promethea. Someone like gave me their copy or a couple of copies. Um, so I didn't really connect the river Styx. Well, this other guy looked it up, and apparently this was a tribute to Bangs because the main character is called something Bangs, and there's a whole thing about the river Styx and being in a houseboat. So that was kind of exciting, having one of my videos sort of opened my eyes to this other connection that I had no idea about, but it's Promethea by Alan Moore, who, by the way, is also the guy that wrote Watchmen, which is probably what you would know him by. Beautiful Mystery is fantastic in that series. Oh, interesting. But didn't like the rest. Your obsession with monasteries and mysteries. Sort of that Cadful thing. Okay, I got to get started. New wig today. If you were here a couple weeks ago, you probably saw it. I couldn't resist. I went ahead and bought it. I need to stop doing that, but it's fine. It's fine. So anyway, I thought I would do sort of an all red pink look today. So let's get started. Okay. Trying to think of any other book news because there's something I wanted to talk about. Let me get started. Oh, come on. I thought this was a dark red. Can you even see it? Oh, it's about Sarah J. Maas. Because it was talked about by Michelle Schusterman. Hold on, let me map this out because I'm getting... who's a author. I follow her YouTube channel. Anyway, she was talking about this other booktuber I never heard of, sort of breaking the story about how Sarah J. Maas does this. Hold on, let me, I'm trying to talk and concentrate. Let me just try to. Maybe you guys know what I'm talking about. But anyway, she has, for her books, she has, what do you call it? Collector's editions or something, you know, with the, I don't know, sprayed edges or deckled edges or whatever. And they're more expensive than the normal books. Which is fine because, you know, it's something special for book collectors and her fans, sort of a special edition. Oh boy. Well, it's kind of even. So, you know, that's fine. A special edition book. So for her special edition, for those who purchase it, she included like a little bonus short story. And I think that's fine. a little bonus for your fans, your super fans that are spending this extra money to buy this special edition book. So far, I'm okay with what she's doing. Now get this. There are 5 bonus short stories among 5 different special editions. So if you are a super fan, you would have to pay, $30 a pop for 5 books to get all the bonus content that's attached to the same novel. So at that point, I'm like, wait a minute. there's something's not right about that. Making your fans spend, it just feels like a cash grab at that point. And it's not like she needs, I mean, she's one of the most popular young adult authors out there. It's like, actually, I have the video in my history. Let me paste it for you so you can watch it later. But it's really interesting because it's something that's apparently been going on for a while, and that other authors kind of do that too. And I had no idea because I do ebooks. I don't collect special edition books, but I don't know. Let me know what you think. I thought that was bizarre. But there's the video if you want to watch it. One of the Andy survivors. You own his book about the ordeal but have not read it, so it's be your 3rd read for this week. Nice. Currently reading Schild's Ladder by Greg Egan. I have not heard of that one. I'm trying to think. I think I've read something by Greg Egan, but I'm getting him confused with someone else. Because I'm thinking of Blood. I'm thinking of Greg Bear. Okay, never mind. The second Andy survivors too. They're all in their 70s now. DK Moon is here, yay. Thank you for joining, DK and Fit. Okay, so this, I don't know what I'm doing now. I guess I'm just going to do a weird, oh, that's the wrong color. That was orange. It's trying to do pink and red today. This, okay. This is going to be flame shaped. Kind of looks like a Batman mask. Yeah, Blood Music. That's who yeah. Oh, was it Greg Egan? Okay, good. I get with the Gregs. Diaspora, which is more well known. Okay, now I'm going to find a pinky pink. Oh boy. I think I may release 2 videos this week because I mean I got to do Shelve It or Shove It obviously, but I also have that video where I review the last 6 months from January to June, the Shelve It or Shove It books I picked, and I just don't want that to be released in August. So I think I may release that one on Monday, then do Shelve It or Shove It on Wednesday. But last week I did film the 10 little known facts of Asimov. Today I'll do the Heinlein book, so Heinlein Juveniles. And then I think I'm going to just bite the bullet and read the three body problem. And if I like that, I'll do the whole trilogy. But I keep putting it off, and I've been really wanting to read it. Read a novel in the early 70s about a group of teens and preteens having to survive prehistoric creatures in the valley in the Andes. That sounds like, what's that, Verne? The Jules Verne one? Also, Edgar Rice Burroughs, The Pellucidar. Of course, they weren't teens. I used to love those Edgar Rice Burroughs Pellucidar novels. Prophet of Eden by Philip Chase, only halfway. Minimal reading time lately. Yeah, sometimes DK things happen. Your reading slows down. 2 videos, yay. Might include some fiction in my survival category. This is just all over the place. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is go back with the dark red and try to bring it down a little bit. Let me. Oh, we saw Good Omens season 2 on Amazon Prime. Which is, of course, the Neil Gaiman, Terry Pratchett story. The first season was obviously based on the book. The second season, I'm assuming it's a story Neil Gaiman came up with. And in my opinion, it's not as good as the first season. Because I guess Terry Pratchett just brings some sort of extra whimsical, something more whimsical or I don't know the right word, more magical to the table. The ending was interesting. Anyway. Three Body was pretty good. Didn't love it enough to continue. Oh, interesting, because a lot of people really do like it. I think Fit to be Red's one of them. Fiction featuring survival on a crippled spaceship, if I can find it, or I could include NF about nonfiction about Apollo 13. I'm sure one of the Heinlein juveniles is like that. But not one of the good ones. Oh, by the way, Tunnel in the Stars. What's that Tunnel book called? Tunnel in the Sky is a survival on another planet. It was Heinlein's, if you do Lord of the Flies, it's sort of Heinlein's response to Lord of the Flies, where Lord of the Flies was like, oh, humanity is base and left to their own devices would degenerate to barbarism. whether whereas Heinlein took the opposite approach, where no, the human spirit will prevail and be able to form a society. And they're, of course, both of them are about groups of kids stranded in a hostile environment with without any high tech or any of the benefits of civilization. Okay. Have to find time to watch Good Omens. Enjoyed the first season. Yeah. I mean, I enjoyed the second season. I just didn't think it was as good as the first season. Apollo 13 by one of the astronauts. Hope we never lose civilization. I could not do without my phone and not AC. Well, I'm in Vegas right now, and I would die without my AC. Human spirit shown through with the Andy survivors. No Lord of the Flies breakdown. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing with my makeup today. It's gone. Little more spookier than I thought. And this is what I'm going to do for the Heinlein video. Yay, Cappuccino's here. Thank you for joining us. The only Highland juvenile you've read is Farm in the Sky. That's a good one. That one won the Hugo, or Retro Hugo. But. Talking about watching things on the streaming services, Dennis, my husband, and I, by the way, this is not a recommendation. It's just sort of funny because it's not a great show, but it was this, I guess it was supposed to be this horror thriller called Tudor. But Dennis is a hairdresser, so maybe I wouldn't have caught this if he didn't point it out. But he was looking at the main character and he said, they really did something weird to his temples. And once you see it, you can't stop seeing it. Because I guess this actor that's playing the tutor, he has a really thick, full head of hair, but they wanted to make him look older, I guess. I don't even understand why they did this. But they shaved these big patches around each side of his temple to give him sort of this pompadour thing. And I guess they didn't keep it shaved down well enough because it was obviously shaved and not like a natural receding hairline, because at some points it was filled with stubble. And because, of course, in movies, they don't shoot everything in consecutive order, you would see some things where you could see the stubble in his temples and someplace not. It was, I don't know, someone made a choice and it was the wrong choice. And again, I don't really recommend that movie. It had an interesting twist at the end, but it was nothing to write home about. Unless you just want to see his hairstyle. You helped your neighbor out, so he gave me a box of chocolates. I am on a 1,200 calorie diet, so I can't eat them. Oh no. That's too bad. Can't you just like eat one a day, or can you like not just do even that much? Like Lazarus's beard in the alternate factor. I know I'm one of those that don't catch those sorts of things, but when someone points it out, then it's one of those things where you can't stop seeing it. The funniest one is Artemis Fell, which is, I guess Disney did the, I'm trying to think of the author's name, Ian, whatever, this Irish author. And the actor playing Artemis Fowl, who's supposed to be, I think, 12 or 13, and they got a 12 or 13-year-old actor to play him, but they had to reshoot some scenes because they did whatever changes to the story. And the kid had a growth spurt between the two filming times. So you'll see him tall in one scene and shorter in another and younger in another scene. Okay, I'm just going to have to go with this. You don't trust yourself. Okay. So you just can't stop at one. 1,200 calories. That is low, low, low. Okay, I think I'm going to have to do some cleanup. Because I was pretty messy putting on cut the crease. I'm just wiping away this excess with my cellar water. Okay. I think that is the reason they limited the Umbrella Academies to 4 seasons. Aiden cannot play number 5 for much longer. Yeah. Good thing he didn't have a growth spurt. 1200 is low. Did the same at some point to drop weight in 2008. Can add more calories if you exercise. Yeah, I'm trying to get back into exercising myself. Oh, which means that I'm actually reading or listening, because the only time I do audiobooks is when I'm in the gym, so it's going really slow. But I'm still working on A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Black, which is, I thought it was going to be a young adult thriller, but it's an out and out mystery. It's a young adult mystery, which is kind of cool because I like mysteries. About this girl who's trying to, for her thesis project or something, she's trying to do some investigative reporting to find out what happened to this girl who was murdered a couple years ago, who she kind of sort of knew. And it's uncovering all these wild things about the girl. And the reason why I got it in audiobook, because it has a reputation of, since it has like multiple cast and special effects. By special effects, I mean like if she's talking on the telephone, it sounds like a telephone with other voice actors, but it's mostly just the one voice actor doing all the narration. And it's fine. It's good. If you like mysteries, you might like this one. But like I say, it's taking me forever because I'm only listening to it at the gym. Oh. I think I mentioned last week, Amazon Prime is also doing the release of Red, White, and Royal Blue. Which is the gay romance rom-com. So I kind of want to watch that, even though I didn't like the book because it was during my discovery of how much I don't like romance stories in books, but I like them in movies. Okay. I used to go for a walk between 6 and 8 p.m. That's a long walk. I think just walking like 20 minutes a day is really helpful. You don't own a car, it isn't hard for me to include walking every day. Mind of the Dark Horse. Hey, thank you for joining us. Quite a few books. These? Yep. This is just the tip of the iceberg. But right now, I just use, I just read ebooks. So I'm not. This can get out of hand. Once the weather improves, you have a couple of beaches in walking distance. Exercise is great for health, but does less for actual weight. Weight is far more influenced by the fork. Yeah. Even, I mean, obviously if you want to get really buff, you have to lift weights and work out, but so much of that, so much is through eating, through the diet. Has read more of the books in her shelves than I've read of mine. I used to be an impulse book buyer. Yeah, how long is your TBR now, Lynette? Dark Horse does the same. I don't even like romantic movies. I'm totally aromantic. You're going to have to tell me what you think of the second season of Good Omens. That's all I have to say. So, should I just do silver? I mean, this is getting pretty wild. Or should I just do... I'm talking about the cut crease. I don't think purple would look good. Definitely don't want to do red. I think I'm just going to... Should I do blue? No, I'm just going to do silver. I'm not going to do anything more crazy than what I just did to my eyes. And when I say I like rom-coms, like I guess I'm not a big fan of like Love Story or something like that. But maybe it's more of the comedy. Like I really like that one with Jack Black and Kate Winslet and Cameron Diaz. I thought Something About Mary, speaking of her, was hilarious. But then again, I may be responding more to the romantic part, I mean the comedy part. My Best Friend's Wedding was funny. Okay. I'm just going to go in with the silver right away. Just because it's tacky. I think silver is right. Yay. It's quite a while since Neil Gaiman released. I like The Beach on Cloud. Yeah, I do too. Neil Gaiman released a book. I haven't kept track on his release dates. I could read 3 different novels per day. Wow. Beach view is always gorgeous. Okay, I see you, Lori. I was just thinking of Wilma Fingerdew's live stream because she had one earlier today too. Okay. I also like those old Doris J. Rock Hudson movies that were so silly, especially now knowing Rock Hudson's game. Because there's that one where he played sort of an effeminate man to attract Doris Day. What was I using? There it is. So, well, we're just going to go with it. Let me brush off this bake. Enjoyed the beach during a thunderstorm. Well, if you're inside to watch, dangerous to be by the water, right? Love all those old movies. I mean, my favorite vacation is just to be on the beach reading a book. I think that's why I liked going on a cruise so much, is because it was um, basically just being on a ship. Because you would stop every like other day or every 2 days, and otherwise you're just on a ship by the pool, listening to the water, whatever, and reading. What degrees south are you? I don't know who you're asking, but I'm in Las Vegas, so whatever that is. Um, see, the weather outside is 107 degrees now. I actually like hot weather more than cold weather. But when it gets to be over 100, even though it's so dry in Vegas, you won't even sweat. It's still fairly uncomfortable. That's one side almost done. Indiana, 42 degrees south, way too hot. You would melt. Which is a fifth. Well, that's you're in your winter period, right? Because Lynette's down under. Originate from the 56 degrees north. We had thunderstorms mid-August through September and sporadic ones during the year. You by the coast. Wow. We just had a thunderstorm here recently. It lasted all of, I don't know, 20 minutes. But it threw down this really huge hail. It was like wind, there was storm. It's just a couple days ago. But the hail was surprising because it's so hot here. You don't imagine it could hail, but it did. Okay. Your roof has suffered under all the storms. We've been getting hail last night as well. Isn't hail weird? Because Tasmania is an island, the land is cooler, so not much hot air rises to cause thunderstorms. Same reason Iceland rarely gets thunderstorms. Yeah, I guess that was the same thing in San Francisco too, because when I lived there, it was. People don't realize how cool San Francisco is. Okay, I don't know. If I like this. No, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Sometimes you just get into your head. Britain is an island too, however, it is close to Europe, so that may be a factor. The Gulf Stream might be a factor. Oh, you live on Maui. We get thunderstorms every winter. Some very spectacular. Oh, thanks, Dark Horse. Amazed about the amount of you and me both. Okay, so actually have something in this eye. I think I'm going to do lips. Okay. Okay. Oh, thank you, Lynette. You were hesitant for your eye look, but I think it looks great. Weather for Dummies might be a good choice. You'll be in late winter. Okay, so just going to do a red lip. And I think I'm going to leave it matte rather than doing the red, but I will put on a bit of gloss. Just to keep it dramatic, just the one lip. Whether it's complicated because there are so many variables. How long have you been doing this routine, Daisy, and how did you come up with your name? Well, I used to be the booktube goddess, and I decided I wanted more of a drag name. I've been doing this for about 3 years. And one of the reasons why I wanted to change my name is because I wanted to just do more than just books. But ever since I changed my name, I've pretty much just been doing book videos. So go figure, go figure. And I wanted a bookish name, and Page Turner was already taken. And I thought this was clever. Deus Ex Machina, Daisy Ex Machina. And I didn't find any other drag queen who took the name, so and not only am I here in this live stream for like an hour and a half, I actually started an hour before to put on the base. Okay. Reviews for Weather for Dummies say it is out of date. Okay, one down. One to go. Okay, so I think I want to just put on a little bit more blush. Are we ready? Are we ready for the wig? Oh, well, let me put on some jewelry. And yeah, that's the thing about drag. You guys are mentioning the lashes. There's something about the eyelashes that changed the whole look. And the wig is dun 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 dun. There she is, sort of maroon with pink, or pink with maroon, which are why I wanted this eye color. So let me lift this up. Hopefully you can still hear me. Oops. And let's try to zoom out. It is so big. It is so big. Put on some gloves. So this is the final look. I don't know if it's more pink. I mean, it's definitely pink here, but it really gives a lot of red. Okay, guys, this is the final look. My face is a little whiter than I thought it was, but maybe I'll bronze it up later. But again, today I'm going to be filming my ranking Heinlein juveniles. I'm going through 13 juveniles and ranking them in order. And it'll probably be a couple of weeks before I release the video. This week I do want to release the review of the books I've covered in the first half of the year for Shelve It or Shove It, and then do a Shelve It or Shove It for August. And Cap says it's very tall. Yes, it is. Go big or go home. Reminds you of Dolly Parton. I have the gray one I always wear for Shelf It or Shove It. I think Lori calls it my Dolly Parton gray wig. A bit like the beehives, yeah, worn in the 60s. Thank you, Dark Horse. Thank you, Lynette. Thank you, John. Thank you, everyone. And I'll hope to... No. I will not be here next week. Next week, I'm having some friends over, so I will not be filming next week. But I hope to see you the week after. And as usual, may all the books you read be blessed.